Hi and welcome back to Sid Says with all the latest transfer gossip news on Tottenham Hotspur. This is episode 5/6 and unfortunately nothing concrete on any transfers coming into Tottenham Hotspur. I've given all the players out there, all the speculated players that we're interested in, but unfortunately Daniel Levy has not responded and bought any of these players. So this week I've got 4 more players, and hopefully on Friday I'll have some more players. And as always, I'm hoping we will have some players actually transferred into Tottenham, as well as lots of outgoings. So my first player, and this may be breaking news, may not be breaking news. I've heard in the last couple of hours this player has signed permanently. I've also heard that we've signed him on a loan deal for 2 years permanently. But as always, until this particular player or any other player that we're linked with actually holds the shirt up saying officially we're a Tottenham Hotspur player, then I will believe it. So the first player we're linked with is Pierluigi Gollini. He is an actual goalkeeper. Second goalkeeper now. We done one last week, Sam Johnston, and today we're doing Gollini. Currently playing for Atalanta, 26 years old, and he is 6'3", which a lot of goalkeepers nowadays are 6'3", and £15 million. Like I said, there's a lot of gossip, positive gossip relating to this player, and to be fair, I don't know much about him. I've seen a few posts on Twitter where a lot of the other Tottenham fans have not heard anything about him. But last season, Atlanta did quite well. He was part of the team that done quite well. We're also hoping to buy. Well, let's see what happens. Last season, he played 32 times for Atlanta. He conceded 32 goals and clean sheets of 13. So if you take away the clean sheets, it's a goal conceded every appearance. However, if you take into consideration the clean sheets, that's 32 goals in 19 appearances. So just under 2 a game. I'm not too sure how well of a good shot stopper he is. But with Lloris now coming into his final year, Michel Vaughan's gone. Joe Hart obviously doesn't look like they're planning on keeping him any longer than maybe even this year, maybe January. Who knows? If Gollini comes in, then maybe that's the end of Joe Hart as well. Age-wise, 26 years old, so he's he's not very young, but he's youngish keeper, and it'd be ideally a great backup for Lloris to play in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, the National Conference League. If Hugo's injured or he's having a bad spell, then he may be good to come in. 15 million or in the region of 15 million. We obviously expect Daniel Levy to try and negotiate on that, because we always know that he's always going to start off low. But let's see what happens on this one. Next on my list is Nicolo Barella. A lot of you might have seen him in the in the Euros 2020 for Italy. Currently playing for Inter Milan, age 24 years old. Again, Paratici might have had some insight into him being at Juventus all last season, so he will have had a close eye on Barella. Christian Eriksen's another player that they might have spoken to about him, even Lukaku. So we've now got him for him. Central midfielder for us at the moment is a massive issue. It's not a massive issue. We've got Ndombele, we've got Winks, we've got Sissoko. We've got GLC, we've got Dele Alli, but from what I've seen of this guy, he looks quite good in the central midfield. As a pairing with Højbjerg, could be decent because he is an attacking midfielder with Højbjerg as well. So you've got Højbjerg doing the defending side of it, and as you can see as well, 3 goals and 13 assists. Very highly sought after, Barella is. There's a few clubs after him. I think Real Madrid are looking at him. Inter Milan want to keep him, but with their financial difficulties, there's a few players that they need to get rid of. And if they can capitalise on a big transfer fee, then Barella could be heading Tottenham's way or whoever else is interested in buying him. 58 million asking price. Yes, guys and ladies, 58 million. You're all on the floor now, rolling around, because you know for a fact that Daniel Levy and 58 million just don't make ends meet. He'll probably start off at 40, 45, add-ons. I don't know, to be honest. But for me, as good as he is, I just can't see him coming to Spurs. 58 million is a lot of money for Daniel Levy to pay on any player. 46 appearances last season, 3 goals and 13 assists. I think he, if I'm right, he played majority of the Euro 2021 games as well. But like I said, it'll be sought after midfielders because a lot of these Italian players are sought after at the moment. And is this one of them Spurs chasing shadows? Is this another one of these spells that Daniel Levy is just putting out there to get interested players, which we're never going to get? And as always, other teams are going to come in. It could be a smoke screen, or Daniel Levy could just absolutely, him and Paratici could just surprise us and we could end up getting him. I don't personally think we're going to get him. Not for 58 million anyway. Another midfielder, another Italian midfielder, is Lorenzo Pellegrini. Currently at AS Roma. This is going to be a very, very interesting one because, as you all might be aware, our ex-manager, Mr. Jose Mourinho, is now in charge of AS Roma. And after being sacked at Spurs and not being able to take charge of the Carabao Cup final, there's no chance he's going to even communicate with Tottenham Hotspur or let his chairman or director of football even negotiate anything with Spurs. Because if I was Jose Mourinho, I would definitely tell Daniel Levy where to go. A lot of talk about him. 25 years old, central midfielder. He's right and left-footed. Valued at £36 million. Again, another player a lot of clubs will be interested in, and will probably be ahead of Spurs, as it seems, because we just seem to be only interested in these players. No official bids. Last season for AS Roma, he played 47 times, scored 11 goals and 9 assists. As much as I would like him at Spurs, we all know Daniel Levy is not going to be prepared to pay that kind of money. And the main thing is a lot of these players now are not interested in coming to Spurs because we're not in the Champions League. A lot of these are now got high reputations. And do you want to come to a team that's not even top 4 at the moment, maybe just about scraping top 6? No Champions League football, in the Conference Cup. Will you want to come? I have no idea. I have heard a lot about Pellegrini. He seems like a good player. Him, Barella, because Kessie's not coming now. So it's whether they're going to be this Tottenham type of players as well. Because obviously they're going to come into Spurs and they're going to have to be bedded into the team. It may not happen for the first 3-6 months. We've got a new manager in as well. So there's a lot on offer at the moment because the manager has to provide, and any players that comes in knows that manager's going to be under pressure straight away and they're going to have to perform as well. If we went in for him, I'd be happy. But again, it all goes down to, are we going to get rid of all the deadwood players that we've got? Because from what I gather, we need to get rid of a lot of these midfielders or a lot of players at Spurs before we can even buy players. Next on my list is Chelsea centre forward Tammy Abraham. I know, Tammy Abraham. Yes, he's at Chelsea. He's never going to come to Spurs. Why you even put Tammy Abraham into the equation? Simple fact, he's a striker. We all know what's going on with Harry Kane. He's a youngster. He's already been told he doesn't fit into Tuchel's plans next season. And West Ham are after him, I believe. I don't know if Arsenal are, but I know West Ham are definitely interested in. He's been scouted to a lot of teams. As an extra striker, as a backup for Harry Kane, or even to play as alongside Harry Kane, I think Tammy Abrahams would be a good addition. I mentioned in the last episode Danny Ings, but I believe Danny Ings is holding out for a move to Man City or Man United, which I don't see that happening at all. Man City, I can't see them going for Danny Ings at all, unless he wants to go and sit on the bench, keep it warm, and make the odd appearance here and there. Man United, I don't know if he is the type of player that they're looking for. 30 years old as well, so I am not too sure. But Tammy Abrahams would be ideal. 23 years old, right-footed striker, is 6'2". We've seen a lot of Tammy Abrahams. He's good on the ball, he's good in the air. He's also played out on the wide every now and then. But as a target man, if Kane wants to drop deep, Tammy would be ideal. Get the crosses into Tammy. Tammy can nod them down, and at the back post, front post, wherever, Harry Kane's there, bang, boom, bang them in. Kane won't have to do all that much running. Tammy will be there to provide. £34 million, which I believe Daniel Levy could probably negotiate. But the problem is Tottenham, Chelsea, we don't negotiate with each other. We don't like selling players to each other. So this will be a very interesting one. But even like 25 million for Tammy Abraham, for me, I think it's a bargain for somebody who's played at international level as well. We all know what he's capable of. Last season, he played 32 times, scored 12 goals and 6 assists. Didn't get as much game time at Chelsea as we would expect, but obviously they had Werner, Ziyech, Giroud was there as well, and Tuchel was experimenting a lot. Tammy's not happy at Chelsea, and rather him come to Spurs, to be honest. Out of all the strikers, Danny Ings, Gomez, all the other ones that I've said, I think Tammy Abrahams might be good for us. But the biggest plus side as well is English. And we need English-born players to boost up our for the European leagues and for the UEFA and everything. So he would be ideal. So that's my 4 players for today. Please like, subscribe, share, comment down below. I may not always be right. What I think is good for Tottenham, you might not think is right. So please leave a comment. Like I said, please share, and I will get back with answers to some of your comments. But most importantly, please like, subscribe, and on Friday I'll be back with more transfer news. Hopefully we will have a player, because Paratici likes to have all his transfers done by mid-July. We have now hit mid-July, so fingers crossed, and we will on Friday, I'm hoping, I will have some good news, and I will say, guys, before I start my transfer update, we have purchased this player, that player. So come back on Friday. I'll have a special guest, and we will talk more transfer. So in the meantime, Sid Says, keep a lookout. Any news, any gossip, comment down below, and I'll get back to you. Au revoir, and take care.